happen. Now, I can understand them wanting to make their money, but you have to think about your fans. This is a pivotal moment for y'all sport. Why would you have a lockout at a time like this? For the life of me. Like, y'all just now kind of got the casual.
Adam Silver just set the WNBA on fire. The entire 2026 season was canceled, eliminated, and erased. And before you click off because you think this is clickbait, stay with me because what I'm going to reveal will make you reevaluate everything you believe to be true about women's basketball. This has nothing to do with a losing run or poor officiating. This has to do with methodical internal devastation. This is about superstars being subdued, intimidated, and manipulated like puppets. Approximately 1 million admirers are saying, enough is enough. And this relates to the day the WNBA was formally abolished. I have a question for you.
Out on a meeting to go sit down with Kamala Harris and continue to bash the lady in the media, which I'm not a Kathy Engelbert fan. I think she's a bonehead. I think she needs to be fired. I believe all of that. But them refusing to negotiate is not helping anything at this current juncture.
When was the last time a season was canceled by a professional sports league? Fans literally refused to go because the individuals in charge were so utterly stupid, not because of a strike or a pandemic. I'll hold off. They don't want you to know this. It began modestly. A strange foul call against Caitlin Clark. Sophie Cunningham is receiving a warning for nothing at all. When Lexi Hall was playing the best basketball of her life, she was benched. Players and fans both noticed, but everyone remained silent since that's what you're meant to do, right? Play the game, keep your head down, and pick up your check. Incorrect. It was a full-fledged dictatorship behind the scenes. They were dragging players into offices.
We have to wait an entire offseason, and we don't even know what's going to happen. There might be a lockout. There might not even be a 2026 season, guys. We might not see her until we don't know when we'll see Caitlin Clark play basketball again. That is what sucks. That is what sucks. It seems the owners and the players are far, far apart on an agreement as far as the new CBA. And we don't know when they'll make it back to.
And gave them lists of things they couldn't do, people they couldn't hang out with, and other sports they couldn't play. Not playbooks or strategy manuals. Stay in line or get suspended. They were informed. Keep silent or risk being chopped. Comply or vanish. The internet broke at that point. In fact, Caitlin Clark received a warning from the league not to play golf. Play golf. Take a moment to consider that. The WNBA's biggest star in 10 years. She was informed that she couldn't play golf in her spare time, despite the fact that she was the only player driving ticket sales and TV ratings. They informed her that neither Sophie nor Lexi could accompany her. They informed her that she was unable to escape the invisible prison of the WNBA. They essentially told her that she was not the owner of her own life. Fans went crazy at that point. 10,000 followers began boy that or there.
We didn't hear any of that. And those are the types of things that we have been hearing for the entirety of the WNBA season last season. There's immediate hesitancy. Is that a word? There's immediate hesitancy about giving Caitlin Clark too much praise. They didn't want to give her too much praise. They didn't want to prop her up too much and forget about everyone else who came before her. Didn't want to put her on MVP ladders. Didn't want to put her as Rookie of the Year until it was so evident that they had to. There was just so many things that it felt like it was always just a little bit of a push. Like, make sure you don't do too much. We don't want to give her too much praise. We don't want to tweet about her too much. We don't want to post about her too much. We don't want to give her too much media coverage. Let's just make sure that everyone else is also happy. Like, that seemed to be the consensus for the entire WNBA.
The cotting, followed by 50,000, 200,000, 500,000, and finally the nuclear option. The WNBA is officially being boycotted by 1 million fans. 1 million. Do you realize how disastrous that is? It's not a protest. It is a revolution. Sales of tickets did not simply decline. They remained still. The arenas weren't empty. They were cemeteries. 150 fans in Chicago. Maybe 100 on a good night in New York. When there are no spectators, some games resemble high school scrimmages. The athletes' breathing was audible from the nosebleed seats. There were more security personnel than onlookers. It was awkward. It was pitiful. It was a total breakdown. Adam Silver was observing everything. Every seat that is vacant, every sponsorship that is terminated, and every widely shared video of Caitlin Clark being elbowed in the face without any whistles blowing. Every video shows Lexi Hall moaning in agony on the court while the referees ignore her.
It's Kathy Engelbert's worst nightmare. It's her worst nightmare because so much of what people have said has come true about the interest of this league. It hinges on one person, whether they like it or not. This is last Sunday, folks. They keep telling me how popular. They keep telling me how damn popular.
Every time Sophie Cunningham shows up and plays hard, she receives threats. He witnessed the league's best stars being brutalized on tape while Kathy Angelbert, the commissioner, did nothing. Even worse, she was the one who warned them, cut them, and humiliated them. Adam Silver then convened an urgent meeting. A very irate NBA commissioner entered a room full of people who knew they were going to be destroyed. The doors were closed. There were no cameras or journalists, and there was only a chilly stillness. What happened here was his first query. Quiet. Secondly, why are our stars being punished? Why are athletes being fired without cause? Why are fans departing? Why do stadiums resemble deserted warehouses? Why is this league collapsing? More quiet. Kathy Angelbert did nothing except sit. Dead air and the sound of a league falling in real time. No explanations, no answers, no apology, no accountability. Adam Silver then understood that this wasn't an error. It wasn't poor management. It was sabotage. Everything that the WNBA was meant to be was methodically dismantled. He viewed the video. 150 spectators in an arena with 20,000 seats. There was no one to watch over, so security personnel were playing on their phones. Sponsors discreetly take down their banners. After then, he was totally devastated by the footage. In dressing rooms, players are sobbing. Superstars are incredibly irritated. Teams as a whole are incensed at being benched without cause, cut without giving a reason, told they were unable to participate in other sports, told they were unable to depart, told they were incapable of growing, told they were unable to survive. Adam Silver then uttered the words that no one had anticipated hearing. The 2026 WNBA season has been canceled. The space went cold. The players let out a gasp. Executives were in a frenzy. Kathy Angelbert's face turned pale. Because this season wasn't merely canceled, it was an execution. Adam Silver said, "The WNBA is fundamentally broken, and we're not pretending anymore." As he stood up, consider the implications of that. No games, no draft, no training camp, and no preseason. The 2026 season was completely destroyed. The WNBA had ceased to exist as a league. It was the scene of a crime. Players then began conversing. Initially in private, then the floodgates were open. They claimed to have felt imprisoned, punished for their achievements, and under supervision like inmates. Some even claimed that athletes felt dangerous on the court, that injuries were disregarded, that the atmosphere was poisonous, and that the league's leaders were deliberately ruining it from within. Adam Silver then came to the most horrifying realization. The WNBA wasn't collapsing due to a lack of talent, disinterested fans, or financial difficulties. It was failing because the individuals in charge of it were deliberately setting it on fire. He then turned everything off. One choice, one canceled season, one league made public. Do you know what took place? Supporters rejoiced. The sponsors let out a sigh of relief. Additionally, for the first time in a long time, players felt heard. In the meantime, Kathy Angelbert was left with little to do but watch as the league she was meant to defend disintegrated in her hands. This is the question that no one is asking. What comes next? Will the WNBA return? Is Kathy Angelbert still employed? Do the athletes now receive the respect they are due? Or is this the start of the end? This discussion is just getting started, so please share your opinions in the comments. Go check the attendance figures yourself if you think I'm overstating things. Watch the video. Go hear what gamers have to say in private. The reality is more ugly than anyone wants to acknowledge. Due to its own ineptitude, the WNBA was recently canceled. And to be honest, it may be the greatest development in women's basketball history.